Hey, listen, I am Rachel, the Destined One. So I went to, God sent me to get my oil change at a certain place on Monday. I just heard the Lord say, go get your oil change and go get your oil change here. So I went to get my oil change at the place that God told me to get my oil change. I met a young man there. He was just drawn to me. He was stuck to me like glue from the time that I pulled in there. And the other guys were changing and he was putting in my information in the computer. But the whole time he was stuck to me like glue. And he was just talking to me. He was pouring out his heart to me. And I knew that God had sent me there. And so did he. So as he's putting in my information, when I needed a headlight because one of my lights had been out, he put in all my information, and at the end he gave me a great discount, right? And then they said you need to get your headlights fixed, like not fixed, you need to get them clean, detailed, or whatever, because I drive a lot, so they were kind of messed up. And so when I turned around to him, because the guy was talking to me from the other side of the car, there was another guy. Turned around to him, he had his card sticking out where he detailed headlights. So by the time I get ready to leave, he said, I'm going to detail your headlights for free. I'm like, what you mean for free? He was like, for you, I'm going to detail your headlights for free. Here's my card. Text me, and when I get a chance, when I have a free day and you have a free day, I'm going to come to you and I'm going to detail your headlights. So today, he did just that. And I tried to offer him money. I tried to offer him because I didn't want him to just come to me and do something for free. He said, no, I wanted to do this because I'm serving God when I do this. And it just blew me away. And I still gave him some money because I appreciated his kindness and his love towards me. And one thing you're going to need to understand right now, that you are royalty and that favor is not fair. And a lot of times when you understand that you have a mark on you and God is showing you who you are, and God is showing you that you are royalty, and God is showing that you are favor, all I can say is that was God's favor. He usually charged $60. He even sprayed my tires down. Excuse me. And one thing I could tell you about, right now what's going on. I told you guys that people are going to see your favor. People are going to see your spiritual authority, and people are going to see your spiritual ranking. And this is not about you being arrogant. This is not about any of that. So, right now is a time where you're really going to have to protect your energy. You're really going to have to protect your money. You're really going to have to protect your space, because a lot of these type of things are going to happen to you. And if people's heart is not right around you, you're going to experience a lot of hate and a lot of jealousy. A lot of times now when things happen to me, for me, like favor and just supernatural things, I don't really like to tell people anymore because I feel the hate. And I feel the jealousy, and I see, and I even hear when you get quiet and you don't say anything. And I don't even, I don't do the bragging stuff. I don't do it. If you know me, I don't brag. Who cares about bragging? I just know it's the favor of God. I just know that it's the love of God. And I told you guys over a year ago, everything that you've done, everything that you've given is coming back to you 10 times over, 100 times over, 1,000 times over. It's coming back to you. And so, the young man gave me the biggest hug. He was like, I said, let me give you something, and I gave him something, and he said, he hugged me tight. He said, I just know I was sent here to help people. And today I want to help you. And I'm serving God doing that. So know that a lot of different things are going to happen to you and for you, because of who you are and who God has called you to be. But you're going to have to be very careful at what you share, very careful at sharing your dreams, very careful at sharing anything, because I barely wanted to get on here and do this message because I've experienced the hate. I've experienced the jealousy. I've experienced the quiet when I'm talking and somebody goes quiet, and I don't really talk to too many people. And they go quiet. And you get it. You absolutely get it. But you're going to have to understand that your ranking, your spiritual ranking is showing. Your spiritual favor is going to show. And right now, there's a lot more supernatural, beautiful things that are going to happen to you and for you. And I experienced a lot more over the past 2 years. I've experienced it a lot. And I'm grateful to God. It's not about me. It's about God. And I'm grateful and thankful to God for everything that God does for me. You know, and when God uses you to help others and you're the servant, you got to understand the greatest among you is the servant. The greatest among you is going to be blessed because they are a servant and they serve with a pure heart. And that young man, I told him, I said, you're going to be blessed because your heart is pure. And he really wanted to serve God, you know. And so I just want to encourage you guys today to keep going if God has called you to serve others and to pray for somebody or to do something for somebody else. Because the one thing that we do know that it's not about us, and it blows me away when God blesses me like that. It blew me away like 2 years ago. My car was messing up and somebody said, I'm going to fix whatever's going on with your car for free. And I tried to give them something. They didn't want anything. They didn't want anything. And sometimes people are like, oh, people want something from you. They think so, but when God sends people to serve you, they don't want nothing from you but to serve God. And I've been like that. I want to serve God by helping people, by loving on people. And it's not going to always, people not always going to treat you how you're supposed to be treated because you're serving God. Some people, they're afraid of you because what you're doing, you don't have an ulterior motive. The young man had no ulterior motive. And I made sure I kept some money on me, so I could give him something. You know. And sometimes people say, oh, I'm going to do that for free, and they change up on you. No. He said, I did this because I want to serve God. I want to serve God. So your favor is showing. Your spiritual ranking is showing. And watch all these things happen for you and to you, you know. Like I said to you all the time, there's different levels of being chosen by God because all the chosen ones are not doing what they're supposed to do. And nobody's better than nobody, but we're called to do what God called us to do. And I don't know what that looks like for you because it looks different for everybody. But the ones that are truly the servants of God, truly the earth angels, you guys don't worry. You're going to be blessed. And you people, every time somebody does something kind for me, it shocks me and they don't have an ulterior motive because I'm scared of people. I'm genuinely scared of people now. And I don't want to be close to anyone because I'm afraid of them, because I get the silence and I get the things that they're doing that they don't think that I know that they're doing. And it's not even paranoia because I'll sit up back and watch, and I'll watch them do it again and again and again. So I'm going to tell you favor ain't fair, and I'm going to tell you you got to watch who's with you. You got to watch who you're sharing your stuff with. And I'm sharing this stuff with you guys today because a lot of you are experience the favor like you've never seen it before, and it shocks you, and you're not trying to be braggadocious. Who cares about that? We know it's all about God. It's not about me. All that we're doing is about the service and the love of God. And that young man showed me the love of God today, and I made sure that I showed him the love of God back. I wanted to give him something because it blessed me for him to make sure. He gave me a discount when I went to get a big discount when I went to get my oil change and I went to get my lights fixed. He showed up today like he said he would, and he cleaned my headlights up very nicely. Very nicely. So thank you. His name is Alexis. Shout out to Alexis. You'll always be blessed. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right, you guys, be encouraged today. I don't even know what this video is going to be called, but I wanted to share that with you guys today. Have an awesome Saturday, guys. All right. Bye-bye.